I started off just like Fode, wanting to be an engineer and not Michael Jordan, but wanted to be a pole vaulter. If you guys know anything about Ukraine and pole vaulting. But, it ended up the same way where I realized that there was a tool that we all can use. And where I grew up, even though we don't have dictatorship, we still have very many traces of English colonialism that's still there in Jamaica. And a lot of places that you see in Jamaica, there is a lack of opportunity. There's a lot of cronyism. There's a lot of, you have to have what we call a link or a connect to get anywhere in the country. And that is because of the way that funds are passed down, top down, what we call the Cantillon effect. If you look that up, it's basically, you want to be as close to the people that have the money as possible so that you can be successful. Otherwise, hard work alone is not going to do it, not in this current economy that we live in today. So I realized that there was a way to help people be free of that need to be close to the spigot, be close to the people with the money. And I started off in a very jovial and light and curious manner, learning about all different countries around the world, learning about Senegal, learning about Ethiopia, learning about Togo even. And I realized more and more that it's not light and it's not jovial. And the stories that I'm hearing as I have a podcast called One Love Bitcoin, and the stories that I'm hearing aren't full of love, aren't full of hope as much until you start talking about Bitcoin. These stories, you've heard them all today. They're stories, including I can relate them to stories I have in Jamaica. Even today, there is a Rastafarian community in Jamaica that is continually persecuted because literally of the way we look into things that we believe. And up until 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was 3 weeks ago, a young Rastafarian girl, 19 years old, was arrested for disorderly conduct. And while she was detained by the police, the lead police commissioner, or not commissioner, I don't remember what her title was, she took her into the bathroom and shaved off all of her dreadlocks. And if you guys know anything about Rastafarian religion, the dreadlocks are literally a part of our religion. It is how we identify ourselves. And I realized that these things aren't going to stop. You're not going to find leaders just automatically saying, oh, well, we'll just stop doing this to you because we feel like we're changing as people. I think that we need a tool to be able to free ourselves from the authoritarian style tactics that they use. Sure, we are in the Western world and, we have privileges that, a lot of other dictatorships don't have. But at the same time, these underlying oppressions still exist. And I'm just really happy that I'm able to not only learn as I go, as I speak to every person from different countries, because my goal is to speak to one Bitcoiner or more from each country and share their stories with the world so people can hear not only what's happening in that country, but how an open, free monetary network can help them to improve their situation in that country, and the world can hear it as well. And maybe we can learn from each other. We can all learn how Bitcoin can spread this love around the world and spread this knowledge around the world and help us to all come to one, free, fair network that we can all use together. I think that's what I have to say.